Summertime's here, and that probably means you're out and about taking lots of photos. And now there probably is some posting on social media happening. And now I know someone who knows a lot about social media posting. That's Mackenzie Kerr. Thanks so much for making the time to chat today.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me in.
Yeah, so I mean, whether it's a person or a business, I feel like this applies to everybody. There's it's a changing landscape of social media. So there's some new do's and don'ts. So thanks for coming back to talk about this.
Kind of some tips of best practices. One of the biggest things, so I focus on businesses. I do social media marketing and graphic design for businesses. So I'll focus a little bit on that, but a lot of it can be applicable for personal use as well. So I want to talk about stories first.
Okay.
Because during the summer, you're really, really busy. People don't often have time to make a whole bunch of posts during the week. Stories exist for 24 hours. They're really quick to make. You can just pull up your phone, grab a quick photo of something, of whatever you're doing. It's really good for like behind the scenes. So for example, I would take a photo of us right now, a quick little selfie, post it to my story, and then later when the full episode comes out, I would post the full episode to my page.
Gotcha.
So it would be like a teaser of like, oh, guess what I'm up to today? I can't wait for you to see the full thing later. So that's kind of what stories are good for. They exist for 24 hours.
Gotcha.
Those are the little bubbles at the top of your Instagram and Facebook. So if you're posting those, people get to see the face behind the brand. They get to kind of feel like they get some behind the scenes. They're really, really good for quick and easy things during the summer when you're busy.
And get me if I'm wrong here, the standard, I mean, yes, the standard for posting on social media is obviously what it is, but I feel like a story, it's acceptable just to take a quick picture and put a little text on it maybe if you want, but
It doesn't need to be polished. You don't need to spend 4 hours in Canva trying to like perfect everything. They do the best when they're off the cuff and they feel really authentic and genuine. You know, don't fill it with text. You don't need to slant things. You don't need to make it super fancy. You can tag the business or the organization that you're attending. Maybe it's a coffee picture of your coffee at Ritual and you tag them, right? They're going to share it to their story. It's all about community and those quick kind of off the cuff posts. So
perfect. Okay, what's next? What do you got?
So my biggest next tip is to show your face. So this kind of connects to stories. A lot of people will just post their photos and of their products and their services, and they don't really share who's behind the business. So it's one of the best things is to like share that personal stuff. You know, you don't need to get too personal, but just sharing who's behind the brand, why you started the business, and sharing that story consistently, because that's going to bring in more customers and more trust, right?
Okay, I'm going to give a shout out here, friend of the show, but I feel like a good example of this is Jordan Reinitz at the Wall of Fame. He's in his fall. You put a name to the face. You know exactly.
100%.
Yeah.
Jordan is very good at his social media, as you can see from his engagement.
Yes.
People love it, right? They want to feel connected to the people behind the brand.
Okay.
So the more that you can do that, the better.
Cool. Okay, next up.
So next up is being really consistent with your branding. I'm doing a graphic design and branding course right now, so it's really close to my heart. But using, you know, a limited amount of fonts. If you're making a graphic for your business to say what your hours are or a sale that you're having, you don't have to have like 3 or 4 different fonts, a bunch of different colors. Stick with your branding colors, branding fonts. If you don't have any, you can contact me and we can build them together.
This is good. Yes.
Yeah. So making it consistent and, you know, not having a whole bunch of them, because then it just gets confusing. It doesn't look good when you have a whole bunch of different stuff on there.
And I was going to say this changes every year to year, kind of. Right now we're in a simple era. It might go away. Who knows? But.
Yeah, you can, you know, get creative with it and let your creative juices flow when you're making posts for your page, but try not to burn yourself out by trying to make something super technical with lots of different colors and fonts when you're posting it. People just want the information. You know, if you can be authentic and share who you are first, and then keep your graphics simple, that's what people are looking for right now.
Cool. Note taken. All right. Now what?
Yeah. So we can jump to don'ts if you want.
Yeah, let's do some don'ts.
So some of the biggest don'ts is don't try not to burn out, you know. So you don't need to post 5 times a week right now. It's summertime especially. If you have a promotion or an event coming up, you can post more frequently leading up to that. But people often get tired if they're seeing the same type of post all the time. You're not changing it up. So try not to burn out.
Yep, this is a lesson I've learned here.
Yeah. Keep it to, you know, my next one is kind of don't post higher quantity, post higher quality.
Okay.
Right? So
volume's not always good.
Yeah, volume is not always good. You want to make it high quality. People want to see that you've put a little bit of effort into it. Maybe don't post the same graphic every single day leading up to your event or your sale. Just change the photo, change the wording, you know, make it a video instead of a graphic. So changing it up, people are there for entertainment. They want to feel connected to your brand. They want to feel invested. If you're just posting the same graphic and over, it's not going to bring in new customers or get people excited. They're going to think that, oh, I already saw this post, and they're going to scroll past and they're not going to engage with it anymore, right?
Yeah. And
so you want to make things slightly different without burning yourself out. Posting one or two times a week minimum. If you have some time to do that, great. If you have time for more, great. But try not to be on every single platform because you're going to burn out.
And enjoy your life.
Yeah,
that's my pro
exactly.
tip. Okay, as we wrap this up, you're going to get a couple rapid fire ones we haven't got to yet.
So don't get discouraged by lower results in the summertime.
Yeah.
That's a big one. People aren't on their phones as much. They're out paddleboarding. They're at the Pride picnic. That's what I was doing yesterday. Both of those things. They're enjoying the summer. So don't get discouraged by less results. Focus on quality over quantity, and you'll feel more connected with your audience. They'll feel more invested with your business and excited to come and shop with you or follow you if you're a content creator or a personal account. Yeah. So those are some of my tips. Yeah. Cool. And if you're interested in,
I was going to say, give you the plug here because people, if they're wondering of any more specific questions or want to use you, just reach out. Is that how it works?
Yeah. Just reach out to me on social media. I'm on all the platforms because it's my,
it's your job.
I eat, sleep, and so I'm on social media all the time. So you can reach me at Mackenzie Kerr Consulting. My website, mkerrconsulting.ca. You'll find me everywhere. So if you're interested in some social media, graphic design, anything like that, logos and branding, updating your page and reaching more people, that's what I focus on.
Perfect.
So
thanks so much. You got a great track record here in town and some tips I definitely learned today too. So thank you.
Thanks, Katie.